Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and joining me in the studio is Scott Andrews, the director of the Missouri Chamber Music Festival. Welcome, Scott.
Thanks, Sarah.
So this is your second year of the Chamber Music Festival of St. Louis.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so you've got a lot coming up this month.
We do. June is a busy month for us, and becoming busier as we're able to grow.
So you guys started this. You guys, meaning you and your wife, started this last year. So tell us a little bit about why you all decided to do this.
Well, thank you for that. Yes, my wife, pianist Nina Ferrigno, and we came to St. Louis about 5 years ago, and we moved to Webster Groves, and we love being here so much, and we love that town, and we just wanted to be able to give back to the community what so inspires us.
Right.
And
which is music.
Which is music, and specifically chamber music. I'm here. We came here because I'm the principal clarinetist of the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra, but both of us have this ongoing love for chamber music, which has been a real passion in our lives. So.
Yeah, so you're a member of the St. Louis Symphony, and your wife is a professional piano player.
Yes. And
you guys are already, in my mind, giving so much to the community through those ventures. Yet you, in your probably not very spare time, took it upon yourselves to start a chamber music festival.
We did, simply because it's just a passion, and we wanted to be able to not only perform for ourselves, but to share our love of it, and to invite people from outside of the community to come and collaborate with those of us living here in St. Louis and working as musicians.
So let's talk a little bit about chamber music, and why is that different from what we might see at Powell Hall?
Well, a lot of the music is written by the same composers that you would go and listen to at Powell Hall, but it's on a much more intimate scale. And the musicians work very closely with one another to create the product on an individual basis. And then they're able to be so close with the audience, and the audience is able to get in and really share in the experience as the music is being produced.
So you perform in an intimate space.
Yes.
Where are you performing this year?
Our festival takes place, all three concerts are at the First Congregational Church of Webster Groves, which is on Lockwood Avenue in Old Webster. It's a really great location, it's good parking, and it's right close to all these restaurants and shops.
Yeah, and is that where you were last year?
We were there last year too.
Okay, so you're going back again, so it worked out really well.
It did. We have a great relationship with them. We're really excited about it.
So what is the typical audience size?
Typically we had between about 90 and 150 people at our concerts last year.
It's great for your first year.
It is. We were really excited about that, and we're hoping to be able to grow and expand on that as we go.
So, and how many? So it's a 3-day festival.
It's a 3-day. The concerts happen over 3 days. Of course, we have a lot of work going on ahead of that with rehearsing and all that.
Of course.
But yes, the concerts happen Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Okay. And how many concerts?
It's 3 concerts.
Okay.
We have pre-concert lectures before the Friday and Saturday evening concerts.
Okay.
So
who is providing those lectures? Is it you, or is it the musicians?
Well, I will be there participating in kind of a symposium, but the main focus of the lectures will be our composer in residence, Lansing Mccluskey.
Okay, and he is from?
He is now from Florida, although his story goes back to when he was living in San Francisco and playing guitar and writing songs for a punk rock band.
Oh.
But we got to know him when we lived in Boston, and he was studying there.
So punk rock to chamber music.
Punk rock to chamber music.
I love it.
Exactly.
He's obviously very well trained in probably both methods. Okay. Yeah. So the audience can expect a small, intimate environment for chamber music, and we're going to talk more about that in just a minute. But going back to Lansing, and we're going to close out in just a second and come back in a few minutes, but let's talk a little bit about the composer in residence, and we're going to hear some of his music as we close out.
Okay. Well, as I said, he comes from a really interesting background in punk rock.
And what is he doing for the Chamber Music Festival?
He's here all week as a composer in residence, and he will be overseeing the rehearsal of 2 pieces of his that we're playing. And most specifically, his piece Glisten, which was originally written for my wife's piano trio, the Calyx Piano Trio, and is being performed by them again on Friday night. It was written for them and a visual artist. And what we're doing is on Wednesday afternoon at the Sheldon, we're having artists come in to a rehearsal and paint as the piece is being performed.
Oh, wow.
And we will display all those works on Friday night at our concert.
Oh, that's
festival.
fabulous. That is so great. And we're going to take a quick break, and I want to hear more about that when we come back.
Great.
That is a really great topic. As we do take a break, though, we're going to listen to some of Lansing's music as we go out, and we'll have more with Scott when we return. Remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. Keep it locked on STL TV. We'll be right back with more STL TV Live.